All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the Underground. This is Interactive Chat, volume 98. 1998. What a great year. One of the greatest years ever. Check this out. The Matrix. Hold on. There was like The Matrix. Shit, I had a list and now it's gone. Fight Club, Saving Private Ryan, The Green Mile, great movie, American History X, but also on the PlayStation 1 side of things, Metal Gear Solid, Crash Bandicoot, Warped, Spyro the Dragon, Resident Evil 2, Gran Turismo, Tekken 3, Parasite Eve, Medieval. Damn, can we just rewind the clock a little bit and go back to 1998 where everything was freaking awesome? This is, of course, our weekly Solo Man podcast where we talk about everything: news, reviews, announcements, trailers, discussions, state of plays, Microsoft games coming to PS VR2, TV and books sometimes, K-pop demon hunters, whatever the hell we feel like. Oh, man, so good to see you guys. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Sorry for the late start. I had a bunch of technical issues. I was getting the stream ready, and then all of a sudden, I kid you not, just on my screen, it just pops up, and I've never seen this before. And my computer basically said, like, bro, I gotta restart. I'm about to die. So I was like, all right, and it just restarted itself. I've never seen that ever before, but it happened. But this is, of course, Interactive Chat, where I like to interact with you guys and say, what is up to Samson 143? Hey, I want to talk to Samson. Game Cat Chicago, let's go, homie. AVC3, hey, Scott the PSVR Game Cat for life. Well, hello there, AJ Sup. What up, Scott? Daffy, quack. Wait. Silver Nexus is glad to vein the PSVR Underground. What is up, man? Bargle Soft, good to see you. Wow, lots of you here today. Chrome to the Dome, Colossus. We'll speed things up. A losing sneak. It says Matrix was 1999, but yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go back to 1999 then. Or let's go back. I was actually thinking Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring was also that year. So I was like, but no, that was apparently 2001. I don't know. That whole like span of time, the late 90s, early 2000s, good shit. Lots of good shit. Chrome to the Dome, Colossus, Dirty DJ, Dirty Yellow, JJJ, what up, JJJ, Twitcher, the single player game cat. I think I almost fucking had a stroke right there. Sup, dude? Wow, I can't even keep up with you guys. LA Morningstar, this is gonna be the longest fucking roll call I've ever had in an intro before. LA Morningstar says, don't forget the 80s, my youth. Hey, I love some 80s stuff, especially the late 80s. 1987, year of the Mega Man. Come on. But yeah, I like a lot of like late 80s movies too. There was some good ones there, like I think RoboCop was around that time. There's some good shit. Jamie Sluck, Grandpa Barbecue, the Game Cat, what is up, yo? Is that everybody not sure? Brondo, Colin Loves, wow, holy crap, and there's donations coming in. Jesus Christ, everything is on fire, but that's okay. We're all good here. We're having a great time. Don't panic yet. What is up, Stingray X? Okay. Guys, we got a lot to talk about today. There's a bunch of, so October is finally here. There's a bunch of new stuff, new updates, new games that have dropped recently. We've got new stuff to play. Finally, some new stuff. One of them I deeply regret having to play, and I'm gonna freaking rant about it today. You guys have missed the angry rants. Well, they are back for tonight, one night only. Because I played the biggest piece of shit I've ever played, and it made me hate my life, and I'm going to get my $10 worth that I wasted on it, taking it all out on them. But before we do this, there's some good shit too. So don't if you just want happy stuff like that, yeah, we got some cool stuff. Hellsweeper just got its birthday anniversary update. It's a little bit late. But it's a big one. It's a really, really cool one. I got to check that out. Sharing some walkabout impressions, bunch of other things, some new announcements of some new games, all sorts of stuff. We're also going to have some fun there's a new rating system on the PlayStation Store, and we're going to have some fun rating a couple games, including Duck Hunt, and I'm going to see what I'm allowed to say. We're going to test what we're allowed to say on the PlayStation Store new rating system. You can now add text or whatever. So we're going to have some fun with that. But before we get started, guys, I'd like to thank a few people. These people that go down here to patreon.com/PSVR Underground, support me for $1, $3, $5 or more, whatever they want, each and every month. Thank you so much for helping keep the lights on. I appreciate you and I love you guys. Your support, unwavering support has, kept the channel running for a long time. So I appreciate you, but not just these lovely, fine people down here. Also you watching right now, all of you in the chat, I see you, Awesome Tatum. Guys on fist bump to you, head bite. LC2552 beats the musical game cat. I wish I had like a bass when I say your name. Be slapping the bass while I talk about your name, LC. But no, thank you guys for coming here tonight. Everyone tuning in later, I appreciate you. Everyone that just does a drive-by like, which I get comments all the time. They're just like, hey, I don't have time to watch this shit, but I just drop by and leave a like, leave a comment, whatever. Thank you. That helps as well, and it is much appreciated. Very sweet of you, fine people. We also got a couple donations here before we get to the news here. Silver Nexus with the 20 dono. Thank you so much, my friend. That is awesome, dude. It says PS5 Pro Fund donation, and thanks for making Thursday suck. Just a little less. You're welcome, my friend. We also, and thank you, man. I'm going to pull the trigger on that Pro very, very soon, man. I'm getting really, really close. And yeah, I'll tell you what, each week passes by, it seriously feels like a month has gone by because I've just been so freaking busy lately. But I'm trying to do what I can whenever I can. Got my Madison stream Saturday with the heart rate monitor, jump scare counter. Yeah, that was fun. I don't know if fun is the word. No, it was a great time. But gosh, that game is scary as hell. And I started right at the moment where shit really starts to go down in that game, and I ended on possibly the hardest part of that game. That was just grueling and it was torture, but it was fun torture. You know, the good kind of torture, the kinky kind of torture. I don't know what to talk about anymore. Everything's off the rails today, so it's going to be one of those shows. So just strap in and have fun today. Because this is going to be a dumpster fire, an awesome dumpster fire, though, like a really cool looking dumpster. Adelaide Morningstar, thank you so much for the donation. Says, give those games to Miles. He likes shitty games. I don't think Miles likes shitty games. I just think he has some kind of weird DNA where, no, he just plays everything. He plays everything. We give all the slop to Awesome Tatum. He's the one that really likes the shitty games. I appreciate you, Lieutenant Tatum. Thank you for your service, sir. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I'm really excited though. There's some awesome shit to talk about today. I'm also excited for this weekend because this weekend I am going to Atlanta Motor Speedway and checking out the Petit Le Mans, which is so those of us that play Gran Turismo, I had to kick things off with some Gran Turismo, right? Like, this is the good shit. This is the goatness here. But I've raced the Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is an iconic track here in Atlanta, several times. So I am super excited to actually be checking out the race. Got a couple friends, I think, that are going to be tagging along as well, a couple peeps. And I'm super excited. I've never been to like an actual racing event before. So after all this time playing Gran Turismo, I'm actually really excited to see the track in person. And it's a heck of a one to choose. It's like I said, it's the Petit Le Mans. The real Le Mans race is in France, and it's 24-hour endurance race. This is going to be a 10-hour race. So hell of a way to kick off your first time going to a race, huh? It's going to be 10 hours long, but I cannot wait to see the track and just, do that Leonardo DiCaprio meme, like, oh, I know that part, and see the part where everyone's fucking up and be like, yeah, I've messed up there too, and but it should be really, really fun. So I'm super excited for that. Had to throw that out there. Give some love to Gran Turismo. Wow. Thank you guys so much, man. You are coming out in full force tonight. I see Awesome Tatum even called himself out. He goes, hey, I'm the shitty game guy. Yeah, be careful, Elder. Awesome Tatum will take offense if anybody else is appointed the shitty game guy. That's his crown, and he can keep it. I try to avoid that shit. I learned my lesson last gen. I don't play just everything anymore. I play the good shit, and or at least the stuff that we hope is good or expect to be good. But wow, we'll get to that shortly. Trust me. But first, we do have a couple announcements to get through. Now, I know we talked about this Monday on Gamescast, but I did want to run it by here just in case for anybody that missed it. Or I've also got kind of an update as to how this is going. And that is Mobile Suit Gundam VR Silver Phantom has been announced. It popped up on the PlayStation Store. The usual reliable suspects like PSVR Fanatic, a couple other people in our Discord let us know, and pretty excited about this because it's something a little bit different. It's a VR feature length like movie film something where you actually get like placed inside of it. So to prepare. So I said this before on Gamescast. I don't watch like hardly any anime. I've always liked it for the most part, especially the dark and gritty stuff, the late 80s stuff. Akira, Ghost in the Shell, a bunch of other random shit. I liked Death Note a lot. But I've never really watched like a bunch of stuff. I've been mostly like a hardcore gamer. And that's the closest I've come to like the Japanese culture of or like Japanimation or anime and stuff like that. Like I have experienced a lot of that through video games, JRPGs, Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. But thankfully, a lot of you and a lot of my friends are hardcore anime fans, and they were breaking it down for me, saying, okay, you need to, there's different universes. There's the universal century and the other century. I don't even remember. Then you need to watch all sorts of different ones. What was it? I actually think, do I have it here? War in the Pocket and Gundam Wing and all this stuff. I had to write it down because I can't remember this shit. But another one, shout out Mr. Sonic, told me to watch Iron-Blooded Angels, and I started watching that. Luckily, I still have my Hulu account a little bit left over from when I got Alien Earth. Ugh, that show, by the way, so much regret. But now, thankfully, Hulu actually has like all of the Gundam series on it, so that's where it's at. So I started watching Iron-Blooded Orphans, and it's pretty good so far. It's definitely my type of jam. It's on Mars. It's kind of like, I mean, I like a lot of stuff, but in this particular thing, I'm like, yeah, I can definitely dig this, where it's on Mars and it's dark and gritty and whatever. It's pretty cool so far, but I'm only 3 episodes in, and I've been enjoying it, and I look forward to watching some more and kind of preparing. I don't know how much time I'm going to actually have to like watch a whole bunch, but I'm excited to, get into this series. I'm a big fan of mechs and just cool action, cool shit in general. I'm a fan of cool shit, and this is pretty good. So looking forward to that. There's I don't think any release date or anything on it, but it's also by Bandai Namco. So keep in mind, these are the people that also make Ace Combat series. So I am hoping that, first of all, I hope it's good so that I don't have to lie to you and tell you to buy it so that we get Ace Combat 7. I'm just kidding. Or Ace Combat 8. You guys know I wouldn't lie. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Something different. I don't think we've ever, there's been like, it's kind of experimental, but it's interesting to me. So yes, while I usually prefer, like, just give me an anime game. Like, let me have full control over the Gundam suits. Let me wreak some havoc on other mechs, whatever it is. That's usually my preference. That usually delivers a better experience. However, I'm just looking forward to checking this out. Oh, and it is being ported by our good friends over there at VR Monkey, because one of the dudes there, one of the head dudes actually, left a comment on my tweet that I made about this and said this is the best version yet. So I think they're going to be working their magic there as usual. But yeah, we got more to talk about, so let's keep it rolling. But before we do, Twitcher, the single player Game Cat with the 2 donation. Thanks so much, my friend. Says, I think you missed Game Cat Chicago's tip. Okay. Oh shit. This is a big one. Game Cat Chicago says, thank you. First of all, thank you for the donation. Secondly, even better, says, I'm getting married Saturday. Woohoo! Oh, rip, brother. It was nice knowing you. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I'm so happy for you, man. That's awesome. I hope she's awesome. Everything you ever wished for, ever dreamed for. But says, couldn't have done it without parole hosts keeping me sane the last few years. Thanks for your hard work. Oh, man, that's fucking sweet as hell, man. Well, that is awesome. You gotta DM me some pics, man. Congratulations. Really, that is awesome, man. Wow, super cool. And I'm glad that we could help you keep your sanity by displaying our craziness all the time. And it's a balance, right? Where there's crazy, there's sanity. So that is awesome, man. That is awesome. She's your best friend. Couldn't be happier. True love is out there. Hell yeah, man. That goes for all of you. All of you love birds. This is going to turn into like a late night radio show. All of you love birds. I got a song just for you. Beep, baby. Boom, boom. All right, anyways, anyways, man, that is awesome, man. Congrats again, dude. And thank you, Twitcher, for catching that. Now, before we get into the angry rant, we do have one more thing to talk about here, and that is the announcement of a game today, and that is, it's called Sweet Surrender, which for some reason that song Surrender keeps coming in my head, which I don't even know that band. I think it's Blue Oyster Cult. I don't know, but I'm getting distracted. I'm so ADD, you guys. You know this already, so it's fine. But oh my gosh, Sweet Surrender was announced today, and yeah, man. So it is a new roguelike shooter that's coming, and we did get a little bit of cool infos on it. Oh crap. Let me just pull up my phone here because I screwed something up. Like I said, I didn't screw something up. My phone's or my computer's just been messing up like crazy. But this is a new roguelike shooter. It's got kind of a cartoony look to it, but I think I like the art style a little bit. It's by Salmi Games. Says our frenetic combat, endless upgrades, weapons galore, 4 years in the making, upgraded version exclusively on PSVR2, October 30th. So we have another great game. I just got a glimpse of Austin Tatum's tip, and it's making me laugh. Says all the native PSVR2 features. Oh, shout out PSVR Fanatic again, who asked them about this. Headset vibrations, adaptive triggers, full haptic support, plus 20 new chip variations, assuming that's going to be something to do with the gameplay there. Dual back holsters and many smaller usability improvements. Also, the Amiga Guru, shout out to you, says native or reprojected DFR, native 90 frames per second. We're looking at adding DFR support soon. So there's no, it's native 90, but there's no actual DFR. So we'll have to wait and see on that. No physical release planned, higher resolution on the Pro, all sorts of things. So, Which one's pink? Dead Ringer says, played this on PC, own it on Quest, and have never been more excited to know what a PSVR2 version is coming, let alone this month. Hyped. So, seems like it's got some favorable reviews from some of the people in our community, which is nice. What are you guys laughing about there? Nick Milo says, it's a Less Than Jake song. It's not a... It's a cover. I don't even think I've heard that Less Than Jake. No, we were talking in the Discord last night, and I was like, oh yeah, it's like that song Surrender. I keep humming that, and he's like, oh, like Less Than Jake. I was like, no, no, Nick, not Less Than Jake. The classic rock, not the ska punk one. Although I'm sure, I used to like ska and punk, so who knows? We'll see. Maybe that's a good version too. I got to check that out. All right, awesome, Tatum. But anyways, looking forward to this. October 30th, guys, shit's about to hit the fan. You don't even know yet. Like, it is going to be crazy. Reach is coming. All sorts of stuff is coming. It's going to be, just prepare your wallets. That's all I can say. Prepare your wallets. Take some PTO at the very end of February, beginning of November, because you're going to freaking need it. And if not, I don't know, maybe you'll get your Thanksgiving break or whatever. But, awesome, Tatum, with the $5 donation, and I gotta say it like this, says, peace has cost you your strength. Victory has defeated you. I hope that was good. I have no idea what that sounds like. I was cupping the mic, but hopefully that was pretty good. Yes. I broke you. How did you come back? God, I love Bane. That movie was not that great, but Bane was freaking amazing in that movie. One of the best villains ever, because he's so goofy and terrifying. AVC says, Less Than Jake is killer. Best in Millington, though. Interesting. Okay. All right, guys. Now, we've got to talk about something here. So we have this new rating system. You can now... now, I haven't seen you be able to do this on the PlayStation Store from the PS5, but check this out. There is actually now a way that we can actually go into these games on the PlayStation Store if you're logged in, and you can go down here, and there's a brand new rating system where we can actually leave a written review. This is something I've actually been wanting for a really, really long time. So let's talk about, let's have a little bit of fun, and let's just rate one game first. We're going to start with one of my favorites of all time. No Man's Sky. We're going to put the best exploration game of all time as the title. We have to agree to the terms of service. Seriously, pick up a PSVR2 just for this. Oh, wait, hold on. A PSVR2, we'll say, and a PS5 Pro just for this alone. Parenthesis. But enjoy the other benefits too. This is the dumbest review ever, but this is what happens when you live stream it. But enjoy the other benefits too. LOL. It was masterfully redesigned for VR by my dude Griff, who did a magical job and should get a raise. Happy traveling, interlopers. Because that's a No Man's Sky thing. So let's post the review. Let's see what happens here. This is the first time I've ever done this. Thank you for... Okay, the PlayStation safety team will... Okay, once our team will evaluate it as quickly as possible before posting it to our site. Your contribution to... Okay, so that was a little silly. But that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool that it now has this feature that you can rate games. I could spend probably a whole live stream just writing reviews. Maybe we'll do that one day. Maybe we'll have fun just writing writing a bunch of reviews together. We've done a live stream where we ranked everything with just the star system, but that's pretty cool, man. That's really, really helpful. I'm just going to leave a comment on each one that says, go watch PSVR Underground, go watch PSVR Underground, go watch PSVR Underground. I wonder how many YouTubers actually do that. I'm not going to do that. But that's really cool. Really cool new system. Oh, everyone's exhaling that it reviewed 5 stars because I almost put it at 1 star. Yeah, that would have been a big mistake. I think you can redo it, though. You can hopefully change it. What is up? Blue Chew, the Underground Game Cat Elite Name Squad in the house. Should review Max Mustard. I think I might pass on that. Oh, man. What Twitcher says you drank the water, AJ, didn't you? No. Was I really that close to rating it 1 star? Man, yeah. That would have sucked. But anyways, guys, I gotta get something off my chest. Something that really pissed me off today. And that was having to play one of the biggest pieces of shit I have ever played on PlayStation VR and play at PSVR2, and that is Duck Hunt. Of all things, the game that is a complete copy from something that came out in the 80s and yet is 10 times worse. Embarrassing. Seriously. So the first thing, look, let's start this over real quick. The first thing you will notice on this trash game is like the grip of everything is like weird. Like it doesn't like the hand is like off. The graphics are not good. The graphics are somehow less detailed. Oh, and this is my favorite part. The graphics are less detailed than the 1980s game. You could see me already getting pissed off within 5 seconds from this footage. Oh God, that dog is so weird looking. But this is like even the more annoying part is the ducks fly behind the freaking score system. Like, what is this, you guys? What are we doing here? This is like the worst first impression I have ever seen, where you have all this space and you couldn't design it in a way where the freaking ducks don't hide behind the score. Look at this. Look at this. It's garbage. Like, how do you do this, guys? Listen, I'm not going to be nice today. I'm going to be nice in a little bit again, but I am beyond pissed off because I spent $10 on this and I bought this so you guys don't have to. So I appreciate all of your donations, all of your support when I rarely buy pieces of crap like this. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, within the first 5 seconds, the hands are weird. The grabbing the shotgun is weird. The things are flying behind the menu. Absolutely should be embarrassed, not as just developers, but as human beings. You should be embarrassed that you stole. What year did Mario come out? Let me see. Real quick. Mario Duck Hunt. Is it 1982, 1981? 1985. 1985. You literally did a carbon copy of a game from 1985 before I was born. And you made it somehow have worse graphics, less detail. No, it is awful. You should be embarrassed as developers. You should be embarrassed as human beings. And this is terrible. I hope Nintendo sues you and you never are allowed to make a video game again. Because it is awful. Absolutely awful. I also think it's just this one level just over and over. It's not even like a full environment. It's like half a level, or it's like literally I've played something better in Dreams. Like literally have made something better in Dreams. Played something better in Dreams. I was like, yeah, man, it's Mario Duck Hunt. You know, they're copying it or whatever, but it's like the easiest thing to possibly do. And like even the front cover is AI. The dog looks so freaking weird. Like seriously, the dog looks better in the original game. And the dog had more animations, which is baffling to me. All the dog can do in this one is stand up and go like this, just shake his head. No, the other one, it laughed and it cried and it did all these things. Look, that's all it does the entire time. I thought I was fucking up because the dog was picking up the duck that I shot and shaking his head, and I was like, wait, did I mess something up? No, it's just the only animation he has. Oh my gosh. So look, I thought this was going to be a harmless game, you guys. I was like, yeah, look, it's harmless. It's $10. It's Duck Hunt. Like, how can they screw this up? No, they screwed it up. They screwed it up really bad. It is terrible. Yeah, Nick Mula has it right. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Oh man, I like awful. Absolutely awful. I can't even keep my train of thought because of how terrible this is. It feels terrible. It looks terrible. The stupid dog. And I love dogs. You make me don't make me hate dogs. That's not good. I couldn't believe that like in the first round alone that the ducks were flying behind the score thing. You couldn't put it on the table. You couldn't put it to the side. You could put it literally anywhere else. And you put it where they fly behind it. This is awful. This is stuff like this, which is why people don't want to play VR. Stuff like this makes people. I really, really hope. I'm going to actually report this game. I'm going to like email Nintendo about this. I will actually go out of my way to email Nintendo and be like, hey, these guys copied your game. I want to get this removed from the store. Can we do that? Oh, look, here's the grand finale. Here's my final review. I won't even, this is how I felt at the end of this playing this. This is how this game made me feel. Look how terrible it looks. Like it's so low poly. It's not even a complete level. The freaking things are flying behind the menu. Oh my gosh. But look. Now I got the last one. This is my review of the game right here. All in gesture. It's gesture-based review right here. This is how it made me feel. This is my review of the game. Yes. So let's do something real quick, guys. Let's use this brand new rating system. Brand spanking new rating system. And go. Let's see here. Let's make sure we did our due diligence. I purchased the game, so you don't have to. Now let's find this thing and let's see what we can actually say here. Now it did say that here's the AI thumbnail garbage, and it looked like 5 of you bought this game. Shame on you. Don't buy this. Brian better not have told you to buy this. Let's rate this. Let's do our work here. Continue. Okay. Let's say embarrassing. Wait. Let's see here. I don't know why. I knew something was wrong with that. Embarrassing. It's embarrassing that I can't spell embarrassing. You should be ashamed. Not only as developers, but as human beings. This is the worst trash I have played in a long time, and I am full of regret now. ... and pain. I hope Nintendo finds out about this and sues you, and you are never allowed to make an AI slop game ripoff again. In fact, I'm going to report this to Nintendo with the hopes that it gets pulled from the store. By the way, or no, P.S. The original 1985 game had better graphics. And send. All right. We got our second review done. Okay. I hope that goes through. Can you guys imagine if that actually goes through on the store? That'd be amazing. That'd be so awesome if if they actually allow that to go through. That would be wonderful. But yeah, I look forward to doing more reviews. I'll do some actual reviews. It's kind of hard to do these right now, but my goodness. Okay, guys. So now that I got that out of the way, I think I had a lot worse things I wanted to say, but you know, I didn't want to take it too far. That was right on the line. I've taken it too far before, and I felt really bad after. But by the way, I meant everything I said about that. That was not exaggerating. That came straight from here, baby, straight from the heart. Mark Gibbs says, I pray it does go through. I do too. If not, I'll try it again. I'm going to see how far I can push it with these reviews, especially for these crap games that are just like almost predatory on the PlayStation Store. Sony really should. I mean, it's hard to say they shouldn't be allowing it because you don't want stuff to get like too curated to the point where some actual good stuff, that's kind of the, so you kind of just got to let everything happen and then just pick out the good. But that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. And they should be embarrassed. You know who shouldn't be embarrassed though? Is Mighty Coconut, because they just released today the forgotten Fairyland DLC. Spooky season gets its first spooky update, and that is of course from Walkabout Mini Golf. Now I'm going to let you see this full whoa, what was that? Spooky. I'm going to let you see just the beginning of this, and then I'm going to shrink it down because I don't want to spoil anything. I've only played up to the first like 3 holes so far. Unfortunately, I had a review key, but the review key had an issue with it, so I didn't actually get to play it. It was a broken key, unfortunately. So I bought it, or I got it today, and then I was able to check it out. I only played like the first 3 holes, but guys. Forgotten Fairyland is everything I had hoped for. If you don't want any spoilers at all, this is going to be very light spoilers. The best part, of course, is playing through the course. I was in kind of a rush here, so I didn't really get to like take my time. And this was nothing but pain right here. This really hurt. But guys, I cannot recommend this DLC enough. I think it's like $3. Am I going to say something good about Walkabout? I'll tell you what I won't say good about Walkabout was that. Angry. Oh man, that really pissed me off. I make up for it on the next one. But this is exactly what I was hoping it would be. It is just basically like a broken down, abandoned carnival. And it is really, really pretty, really cool looking. I like this. I like that sign for some reason. It says "There's bears." But the art design, of course, even though Walkabout Nick is a low poly game, they have gotten really good at making it really, really detailed as much as possible. They really put a lot of effort and creativity into this. And dude, this is one of the most charming, one of the most cool and charming. Yeah, that pissed me off too. one of the most cool and charming DLCs I've seen. Oh, look at the little plate and the spoon. It's so cute. Isn't that cute? Yeah, but just look at all the stuff going on here. Like there's so much stuff that's designed here. Here's where I make up for it. Let's go, baby. Let's do this. Head back in the game. And boop, bam, and sink it. Yeah, baby. That felt good. Now this next one turns into an absolute disaster though. So I'm going to shrink the screen here in a minute, but you can kind of get a little bit of a look around how awesome this looks. And, again, I'm going to try, I didn't want to spoil too much, but I did want to get a look around and just see if at least it was going to be what I had hoped for. And happily, I am happy to report that this is everything I was hoping for. So if you're not sure about it, if you're on the fence, please go out and buy this. Support them for this one. This is a really good one. Great for spooky season. Yeah, I gave up on this one. This is where I like rage quit basically, because it just got worse. I was panicking. I was running out of time. But then I go and I take a little look around, and like I said, I'll show you. I'll keep it down here so you can like look away if you don't want to see anything at all. But this just came out today. Walkabout Mini Golf Forgotten Fairyland DLC. It's an awesome theme park. A lot of the holes have different mini games, a lot of trickery stuff that you would see at like a carnival. There's a lot of cool like references to all sorts of different things. Here, I'll let you get one good look. Now from here on, I really just walk around and look around a bit, and just want you to see just a little bit. You've got the fortune teller thing here. All of these holes look really. Oh wait, no, this isn't. This was the third hole. This is where I really screwed up, and then I just like rage quit, and then decided to just look around. But yeah, man. Would highly recommend this. Definitely go pick this up. It is super fun. Maybe we can get a multiplayer game at some point with a bunch of people. I just didn't have enough time to play the whole thing, but I did look around, and the thing is, I didn't want to spoil the rest of the map, because to really get the full experience, you have to play each hole at a time, because like it's. You go from hole to hole slowly, you sink a ball, and then you are introduced to the next section, and it's basically 30 minutes of just, oh, look at this next one, and oh, look at this next one. Oh my God. And that's the real walkabout experience. I rushed through this. I looked through it just to get a look because I didn't have time before the show. But cannot recommend enough. The last thing I really, really love before we move on to the last topic of the day. I don't know. There's something going on there. It's like a broken down roller coaster. There's this cool little wolf cart going around. That's pretty sweet. This guy right here, pretty cool. So I'm excited to see like what sorts of interactive stuff. There's the carousel. There's one of the holes. There's some cyclops there with the moving teeth. But yeah. It's really, really pretty, really cool. Just super charming. Looks really good. Super charming. Looks awesome. Great for spooky season. For all ages, of course. And awesome, man. So this might end up being my favorite DLC yet. I know there's a couple I need to play. Like Nick says, I got to play Tokyo. I know. I got to play Tokyo. I got to play through this one. But my first impressions are that this is one of the best I've played so far. Really, really good. So excited to go back and play this as soon as I get a chance. But yeah, looks awesome, man. Which brings us to the final topic of the show. And that is, of course, Hellsweeper. Now, something about this is kind of weird. For some reason, the footage on this is very dark. So I actually had to cut the boss fight into the first part of this. But Hellsweeper VR, guys, Mixed Realms has released the Obscura update. And this is their birthday anniversary update that they just launched. And they've added some crazy new stuff in here. What you can see here is they've added a toxic magic to the game that lets you have a toxic whip. basically all sorts of toxic whip magic. But the other thing is what you're seeing here, which is anti-gravity. And you can basically hit a setting to where whenever you do a backflip, Hellsweeper's well known for being able to do backflips, side flips, matrix type moves, things like that. This new update has added anti-gravity, where when you do a flip, you literally go on the ceiling and you can just fight upside down. And let me tell you guys, that shit is crazy. Like, I don't know. This game's already wild as it is, but fighting upside down is wild. It's such a weird feeling, but it's so cool. Distracted says this would make me sick. Yeah, you probably got to have some pretty good VR legs. Of course, I have VR legs made of steel. But dude, this was a really, really fun boss fight too, where I was just, I've always said this game's like The Matrix and Devil May Cry, and I was like just bouncing off this dude. I was just kind of spamming him with these sword attacks and climbing up him and staying airborne. I had a nice little air combo here, which I was super proud of just for how long I was able to stay up in the air. Come on, get there. Yes, I got back up. But yeah, this boss fight was cool. The rest of the footage may be a little too dark to see. But dude, this update was awesome, and these developers are awesome for just continuing support for this game. Guys, I haven't said it enough, man. And there's my wolf, which I love. I love the wolf there. You can see the eye track foveated rendering on the sides. He just picks up whatever. So yeah, now we'll have some more footage here in a second. It might be a little bit too dark to see, but guys, Hellsweeper is one of my favorite games of all time. I've always loved demon slaying stuff, from Doom to Devil May Cry to Castlevania. Like, I've always loved this, and this is like the best, like, demon hunter, demon slaying stuff. I love K-pop demon hunters as well because of that reason. And that banging soundtrack. But no, for real. This game really deserves a lot of support. I think this game is honestly just a little ahead of its time right now. I think stuff like this in VR it's a good indication that, a lot of people just aren't ready for this kind of level of stuff yet. Like, VR is already a deeper level of gameplay and gaming. But this is just like next level for those of us that have played a lot of games growing up and played VR for a while. Here's the whips in action. You basically just spawn the magic, the toxic magic, and then you can whip your hands around. And the cool thing about it too is you can there's like new infusion spells, so you can take, there's my doggy. Oh, nice move there. I didn't even see that when I was playing. That was a sweet little tornado hit or whatever. But you can infuse it how I've got it, like in the sword right here. You can see that. That feels incredible to play with that sword infused with the toxic whip magic or whatever, toxic magic. Give him some scritchies, of course. That feels really, really good. The whips by themselves, they feel okay. Like, they feel pretty good, but it feels like you're actually swinging a whip when you have it infused into the sword. So that's what I like the most. But you can infuse it into your guns. You can infuse it together and do like a big devastating thorn attack or something. And I think I was messing around here. I'll show off just a little bit more gameplay, but let me look at the patch notes for this real quick. So this is some of the new features that they have. One thing I love about this game too is every time they update it, they show the patch notes in there. Obscura update. Let's see here. And I'm just getting this from the Steam page. So the Obscura update is now live. There's a new toxic magic. There's toxic whip, thorn hook, inflict decay, a status effect that damages enemies. Yes, that decay also, by the way, absolutely devastates enemies. You'll see, I'm keeping this full screen for now, guys, because it's so dark. It would probably be too hard to see anything, but you'll see me upside down with the anti-gravity, and you'll see me like slicing them apart. The whip actually slices them into pieces. I've always said that Hellsweeper is really underrated when it comes to its dismemberment system. It is awesome. But you can fuse toxic with fire, frost, or volt. There's like you can literally get a magic called perfume. It's like this pink, kind of like essence magic. It's all pink and pretty. It actually looks really nice, especially in contrast with like how dark and hellish the rest of it looks. Inverse gravity for the hardcore Hellsweeper / Sirento fans. You have to enable it in the settings first, but then once you do, you can, every time you flip, do a flip, it will just go up or down. They've also got some new magics with the weapons. You see a picture of the bow here that looks nuts. It's got like, it looks like both fire and ice or something, and it's got pink stuff going on here. But then last of it, of course, is there's a brand new endless roguelike mode for co-op. So, he's got something he's got a pistol or something in his hands. But yeah, so last but not least, of course, now with co-op, you can play an endless roguelike mode, which is pretty sweet. You can just play it endlessly. It will save your game like every 3 stages or something like that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, this whip, you can see I'm very much favoring the sword whip a lot, because that just felt really, really good and really effective. And yeah, it's a little dark. Sorry about that. I tried to adjust the brightness to make it a little bit easier to see, but it's still pretty dark overall. At least the full screen helps a little bit. But look at this. I'm just like running upside down. You can basically play Hellsweeper upside down with toxic whips now. How cool is that, man? Hellsweeper, baby. Guys, you have to go and get Hellsweeper. Please support these developers. I cannot beg you enough. It's my #1 most underrated game on PS VR2. And again, I think it's just a little ahead of its time. If you can't handle the flips and all this stuff, then that's all good. You can turn that stuff off as well. There's a lot of customization, but you know, if you want some Matrix, Devil May Cry like action, especially now that with the popularity of K-pop Demon Hunters, yeah, man, I'm gonna be playing this game with that soundtrack. Actually, I'd like to make a video of a mashup with How It's Done, the song from that movie. I would love to make a mashup and have just that song blasting with some action gameplay, killing demons. But before I'm able to do that, we're gonna have to figure out what's going on with why the video footage is so dark. But yeah, man, Hellsweeper, if you don't have it, go pick it up. If you haven't played this update, absolutely go play this. Go play Walkabout Mini Golf. Do not play Duck Hunt VR. Do not buy it. Stay far away. Now you can go leave ratings on the PlayStation Store. I think I've only seen it possible on the website. I haven't seen it possible from the PS Store just yet. We'll see if my review for Duck Hunt VR goes through. That would be really awesome. Hopefully it doesn't get banned. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much. I'm going to be a little tied up this weekend, but I'm going to do my best to get more streams going. Like I said, I'm still just dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Still super busy. But and also taking, some time. I've got a lot of projects that I'm working on, of like having to, like, not like lifey life stuff, but I really appreciate your guys' support and patience, man. And, of course, towards the end of the month, things are about to get nuts. And we will definitely get more spooky season streams going at some point. It might be on like random days of the week going by my schedule, but I don't know. We'll see. It's a really, really busy time. Oh, here I'm tearing people up with this whip. One more look at the whip here. Dang, I missed it. But super cool stuff, guys. Well, thank you so much, man. Again, thank you all of you who tuned in tonight. Appreciate you. Everybody that donated, that is so kind of you, man. I appreciate your support as always. Your unwavering support. We're going to do this forever, man. Things things are just starting to ramp up. It's gonna be a crazy quarter four. If you missed my last live stream or last interactive chat, make sure you go check that out because that was just showcasing all the craziness that is coming, and there's probably going to be a lot more. So get ready. But yeah, man, thank you to everybody who supports me on Patreon at patreon.com/PSVR Underground. And let's get out of here with some metal music. You guys know the drill, and a little roll call. Markio, have a great night as well, my friend. Scott, the PSVR Game Cap for Life, says a little tied up, Sage. Tom says Duck Hunt. Now we know where the dog ended up being from the good. Yep. I didn't want to say it, but you said it. Chrome to the Dome Colossus says I would have paid for this as DLC. Yeah, seriously, all of their packs together. But hey, I'll take the free updates. Just buy the game. It worked for. They're taking a page out of the No Man's Sky book. Silver Nexus says take care, be merry, and game on PSVR Undergrounders. Charger Mike, good to see you, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. I probably have, but says we need a sword peripheral attachment to our controllers. Very true. Very, very true. That would be nice. Steve_IRE, thank you so much, man. Guyson, fist bump to you. RS250. Peace out, homie. Twitch is a single player game. Cat says Hellsweeper is undeniably awesome, but somehow it's still not as much fun as Sirento was to me. Oh, I think it's so much better than Sirento, but to each their own. Tomi Kachich, Tomi Kakike says, oh yeah, the Bruce Lee DLC is dope. Talking about, I'm thinking from Hitman. But thank you so much, Tommy. Aluzin Sneak, thank you. Says looking forward to Hellsweeper update. Hell yeah, definitely. Nick Mulo, my homie, thank you for being in the chat tonight. Sergeant Frosty, my childhood, says I love skee-ball. Of course you did. And what is up, homie? Good to see you, man. Thundercat says your mom. Chrome to the Dome Colossus. I don't know what Thundercat was talking about, but nope, never mind. Blue Junior Game Cat, thank you so much. I made things, says I forgot all about this. Yes, make sure you go pick that up if you're talking about Walkabout Mini Golf. Absolutely go do it. All right, guys, thank you so much. You have a wonderful night. I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace out, y'all. Bye-bye. Alhembe D. The Cat, Sneezy, 2Y Underground, Stranger, Game Cat, elitist name squad in the house tonight. Let's go, baby.